Design of two-stage op-amp. So this is a circuit of two-stage op-amp. So first stage is a differential amplifier with a current mirror load. We apply the input to transistor M1, that is NMOS, and transistor M2, that is again NMOS. So load is current mirror circuit by using transistor M3 and M4. ISS is implemented by transistor M5. So this is a current source. So we will get the output of first stage at the drain of transistor 2, which is connected to the transistor 6, that is a common source amplifier. So first stage is made up of transistor 1, 2, 3 and 4, and the second stage is made up of transistor 6 and 7. So we will get the final output at this point. This is the capacitor which will decide the bandwidth of this amplifier. Now see the equations for designing this. We have to find out W by L ratio for all the transistors. Some specifications are given. By using that specification we have to design this circuit. So first equation we will require, that is the slew rate. Slew rate is equal to I5 divided by Cc. I5 is the current of this M5. Cc is this coupling capacitor. Now see ID1 and ID2 is depends upon this I5. So I5 is equal to ID1 plus ID2. So voltage gain of first stage is equal to minus 2 GM1 divided by I5 lambda 2 plus lambda 4, that is the channel length modulation coefficient. A second stage gain is equal to minus GM6 divided by I6 multiplied by lambda 6 plus lambda 7. Gain bandwidth is GM1 divided by Cc. Now we will discuss the design step for this two-stage op-amp. So first step is a selection of Cc. So coupling capacitor. So this is the equation. Coupling capacitor Cc is equal to 2.2 divided by 10 into Cl. So this is a coupling capacitor. Second step is selection of I5, that is the tail current I5. So slew rate is equal to I5 divided by Cc. Third step, we are going to select a size of 3 and size of 4, width and length ratio for MOSFET 3 and MOSFET 4. So see this equation. Size of 3 is equal to size of 4 is equal to I5 divided by K3. Supply VDD minus Vin max. So this specification is given in the problem. This VDD supply is also given in the problem. VT max, that is a 0.7 plus 0.15 plus Vt minimum, that is a threshold voltage 0.7 minus 0.15 square. So by using this equation we can calculate the size of 3. Now selection of size of 1 and size of 2. So GM1 is equal to gain bandwidth into Cc. So size of 1 and size of 2 is equal to GM1 square, that is a transconductance square, divided by 2 Kn ID1. Now Kn is μnCox because this is a NMOS. This is a μpCox K3. ID1 is equal to I5 divided by 2 or ISS by 2. Step number 5 is selection of size of 5. So first we will calculate the drain to source voltage for transistor 5, that is equal to Vin minimum. So this specification is given in the problem, minus VSS in a square root of I5 divided by μnCox W by L1 minus Vt max. So once you get VDS 5, you can calculate a size of 5, that is equal to 2 into I5 divided by Kn. Kn is μnCox VDS square. Next step is the design of size of 6. So transconductance of 6 is greater than 10 times transconductance of 1. So GM6 is greater than or equal to 10 times GM1. So size of 6 is equal to size of 4 multiplied by GM6 divided by GM4. So GM4 is equal to, in a square root of 2 ID μpCox size of 4. Next step is the calculation of I6. So I6 is equal to GM6 square divided by 2 kp W by L of 6. Then design size of 7 is equal to size of 5 divided by I6 divided by I5. The final step is to calculate the voltage gain. So AB is equal to 2 times GM2 divided by I5 into lambda 2 plus lambda 4 multiplied by GM6 divided by I6 into lambda 7. Now we will see the problem. So this is the statement of problem. These are the specification. Design a two-stage op-amp for voltage gain is greater than 5000. Supply is plus minus 2.5. Gain bandwidth is 2.5 megahertz. Load capacitance CL is 10 picofarad. Slew rate is 10 volt per microsecond. Output is plus minus 2 volt. Input common mode range, that is minimum is -1 and V in max is 2. Power dissipation is 2 milliwatt. Kp is 50 microampere per volt square. Kn is 110 microampere per volt square. Lambda n is 0.04 and lambda p is 0.05. So first step is a selection of Cc. So equation is Cc is equal to 2.2 divided by 10 into Cl. So Cl is 10 picofarad. We can put here 10 picofarad. So Cc is 2.2 picofarad. I am going to select the Cc is 3 picofarad. It is your choice. You can go with the same value, that is a 2.2 picofarad. You have to select the standard values of capacitor and resistors. Or second step is slew rate is equal to I5 divided by Cc. So from this equation, I5 equal to Cc into slew rate. Cc is 3 picofarad, that is 3 into 10 raised to minus 12, and slew rate is 10 volt per microsecond. So 10 volt divided by 10 raised to minus 6, that is 10 into 10 raised to 6. So this, when you calculate this I5, you will get I5 is 30 microampere. So tail current is 30 microampere. So ID1 and ID2 is 15 microampere. So this 30 divided by 2 is ID1 and ID2, that is a 15 microampere. Then we calculate a size of 3 and size of 4 using ICMR. So this is the equation of size of 3. Size of 3 is equal to I5, that is a 30 microampere, divided by K3, that is a Kp, that is a 50 microampere per whole square. So that is a 50 micro. VDD, that is a 2.5 given in the problem. V in max, that is a 2 volt, that is ICMR. Vt max, that is a 0.7 plus 0.15, that is 0.85. Vt minimum, 0.7 minus 0.15, that is 0.55, bracket square. So 30 into 10 raised to minus 6 divided by 50 into 10 raised to minus 6 multiplied by 2.5 minus 2 minus 0.85 plus 50.55, bracket square. So answer is 15. So size of 3 and size of 4 is equal to 15. This is the size of 4 or size of 3 is equal to 15. The fourth step is the calculation size of 1 and size of 2. To calculate size for transistor 1 and size for transistor 2. So GM1 is equal to gain bandwidth into Cc. So this is the gain bandwidth, that is a 5 megahertz into 2 pi. Cc is 3 into, this is the Cc value, that is a 3 into 10 raised to minus 12. So transconductance is equal to 94.25 microsiemens. So size of 1 is equal to size of 2 is GM1 square, that is 94.2.5 microsiemens square of this. 2 Kn, Kn is 110 into 10 raised to minus 6. I1, that is ISS by 2. So that is a 15 micro. So you can put here the values. This is 94.25 micro. So this is Kn 110 into 10 raised to micro. So it will get cancelled. So So the answer is 3, that is the size of 1 is equal to size of 2 is equal to 3. The next step is design of size of 5. So VDS 5 is equal to V in minimum, so that is -1, VSS minus 2.5, a square root of I5 divided by beta 1. So beta 1 is Kn W by 1, W by L of 1. So I5 is 30 micro, beta is Kn, that is 110 10 raised to minus 6 multiplied by 3, this is the beta 1, and Vt max is 0.85. So we will get the VDS 5 is equal to 0.35 volt. Size of 5 is equal to 2 into I5 divided by Kn VDS square. So 2 I5 is 30 micro, Kn is 110 into 10 raised to minus 6, VDS is 0.35, so answer is 4.49. So you can say it is a 4.5. So size of transistor 5 is 4.5. Next step is design of size of 6. So we will calculate the transconductance of 6, that is equal to 10 times GM1. So GM1 is 94.25 microsiemens. So GM6 is 942.5 microsiemens. So size of 6 is equal to size of 4 multiplied by transconductance of 6 divided by transconductance of 4. So size of 4 is 15. So 15, size of 6 transconductance 6 is 942.5. Transconductance 4 we have to calculate. Now see, we are using a transconductance 4 equation in terms of device dimension and current. So transconductance of 4 transistor is equal to a square root of 2 ID MPCox W by L. So 2 ID is 15 micro, MPCox, that is a 50 micro, and size of 4 is 15. So we will get transconductance 4, that is a 150 micro Siemens. So we can put here and we can simplify this. So size of 4 is 94.25, and that is a 94. So next, I6 current 6 is equal to transconductance 6 square divided by 2 kp multiplied by size of 6. So GM6 is 942.5 square of this, 2 kp is 50 micro, and size of 6 is 94. So current flowing through the transistor 6 is a 95 microampere. Next, that is the size of 7. So size of 7 is equal to size of 5 multiplied by I6 divided by I5. So I6 is 95 microampere, I5 is 30 microampere, and size of 5 is equal to 4.5. So we can put here size of 5 is 4.5. So answer is 14 is the size of 7. Now voltage gain equation is AV is equal to 2 into GM2 multiplied by GM6 divided by I5 into lambda 2 plus lambda 4 into I6 into lambda 6 plus lambda 7. So we can calculate a transconductance 2 by using a current and device dimension equation, that is a square root 2 into ID MNCox size of 2. So 2 ID is 15 micro, MNCox is 110 micro, size of 2 is 3. So GM2 is 99.49 micro. So we can put here voltage gain is equal to 2, this is a constant, GM2 is 99.49 microsiemens, GM6 is 942.5 microsiemens, I5 is 30 micro, lambda 2 plus lambda 4, that is 0.04 plus 0.05, I6 is 95 microampere. So I6 95 microampere multiply by lambda 6 is 0.04 and lambda 7 is 0.05. So you will get the voltage gain is 8122. So we get the gain greater than 5000, that is the requirement. Next problem, that is a voltage gain is greater than 4000, supply is 2.5, gain bandwidth is 6 megahertz, a load capacitor is 10 picofarad, slew rate 10 volt per microsecond, ICMR is minus 1.125 to 2, Kn is 110 microampere per whole square and Kp is 50 microampere per whole square. Lambda n is 0.04 and lambda p for PMOS is 0.05. So first step is selection of Cc. So Cc is equal to 2.2 divided by 10 into Cl. So Cl is 10 picofarad, so Cc is 2.2 picofarad. A slew rate is equal to I5 divided by Cc. So I5 is equal to slew rate into Cc. So slew rate is 10 volt per microsecond and Cc is 2.2 picofarad. So I5 is 22 microampere. So ID1 and ID2 is 11 microampere because 22 divided by 2, that is ID1 and ID2. So size of 3 is equal to size of 4. So this is the equation of size of 3. Size of 3 is equal to I5, that is 22 microampere. K3, that is a Kp because this is a PMOS, so 50 microampere per whole square. VDD is 2.5. Vin max, that is the 2. Vt max, that is a 0.7 plus 0.15, that is a 0.85. Vt minimum, that is a 0.7 minus 0.15, that is a 0.55. So size of 1 and size of 3 is equal to size of 4, that is equal to 11. Then size of 1 and size of 2. First we calculated transconductance 1 is equal to gain bandwidth multiplied by Cc. So gain bandwidth is a 6 megahertz, that is a 2 pi 6 megahertz. Cc is 2.2 picofarad. So transconductance 1 is equal to 82.93 micro Siemens. So size of 1 is equal to size of 2, that is a gm1 square divided by 2 into kn divided by I1. So gm1 is 82.93 micro Siemens, square of this 2 into kn, that is 110 into 10 raised to minus 6. I1, that is a I5 divided by 2, that is a 22 divided by 2, that is 11 into 10 raised to minus 6. So size of 1 is equal to 2.84, that is the size of 1 and size of 2. Now to design a size of 5, first we calculate a VDS 5, that is equal to V in minimum, that is minus 1.125, minus VSS is minus 2.5, so it is a plus. I5, that is a 22 micro, beta is Kn size of 1, that is Kn is 110, size of 1 is 2.8. Vt max 0.7 plus 0.15, that is a 0.85. So VDS 5 is 0.2668. So size of 5 is equal to 2 into I5 divided by Kn into VDS square. So 2 into I5 is 22 micro, Kn is 110 micro, VDS is 0.26 square. So size of phi is 5.9. Now whenever phase margin is given, how to calculate size of 6 from the phase margin? So transconductance 6 is greater than Gm2 divided by tan of 90 minus phase margin divided by 2. Now Gm1 and Gm2 are equal, that is 82.93. So Gm6 is greater than or equal to 82.93 into 10 raised to minus 6 divided by tan of 90 minus phase margin is 60 divided by 2. So answer will be Gm6 is equal to 309 into 10 raised to minus 6. So in this problem we discuss how to calculate a size of 6 by using a phase margin. So size of 6 is equal to size of 4, transconductance 6 divided by transconductance 4. So size of 4 is 11, transconductance 6 is 309. Gm4 we have to calculate by using device dimension and current. So Gm4 is equal to square root of twice mu p Cox W by L ID, twice mu p Cox is 50 micro, size of 4 that is 11, ID is 22 divided by 2, that is 11 microampere. So Gm6 is 110 micro Siemens. So we can put here Gm6 and calculate the size of 6 is 31. Next step is calculation of I6. I6 is equal to transconductance 6 square divided by twice square P into size of 6. So transconductance 6 is 309 micro Siemens. We can put here 2 Kp is 50 into 10 raised to minus 6. Size of 6 is 31. So current flowing through the transistor 6 I6 is equal to 30.8 microampere. Size of 7 is equal to size of 5 multiplied by I6 divided by I5. Size of 5 is 5.91, I6 is 30 microampere, I5 is 22. So size of 7 is 8.3. So voltage gain equation AV is equal to 2 into Gm2 divided by I5 lambda 2 plus lambda 4 into Gm6 divided by I6 into lambda 6 plus lambda 7. So 2 is a constant, Gm2 is 82.93 micro Siemens, Gm6 309 micro Siemens, I5 is 22 micro, lambda 2 0.04 plus 0.05, that is 0.09, I6 is 30 micro, lambda 6 plus lambda 7 is 0.04, 0.09, that is a 0.04 plus 0.05. So voltage gain is equal to 9597. So we got the voltage gain that is we required, that is greater than 4000.